Hey there, my name's Mick. For those of you that don't know me, for those of you who do, you know that I'm on a bit of a mission to look at how we can create more purpose in the world using our businesses as a force for good. In the last 12 months, I've had the pleasure of doing some work with the Stand By You Foundation, and what I've been able to learn from spending some time with Chris and his team is the shocking reality of what's going on in Australia right now with families and family violence. The reality is that 1 in 4 Australians, mostly women and children, are experiencing some sort of domestic family violence right now in Australia. And more than one woman every single week is murdered by a partner, an ex-partner, or a male that's known to her closely. And during Christmas time, the statistics show that domestic violence goes up by at least 20%. So in working with Stand By You Foundation, I've had the pleasure of learning and being witness to some of the amazing outcomes that they're creating for families all over the world with one of these, a Stand By You Shield, a piece of technology that helps prevent violence before it happens, which is such a huge thing. A lot of our services right now, whilst they're great, are severely under-resourced, but they also exist to fix the problem after the fact. They don't exist without violence occurring in the first place. Here with Stand By You, we have an opportunity to stop it in its tracks through connection of community, family and friends, ideally before it's even occurred. The whole piece around these shields is quite simple. If a mostly woman or child has one of these and they're feeling threatened that they're in a situation where maybe it's going to escalate into violence, they simply press the button 3 times. It escalates to a conference call with pre-arranged people that have been organised with Stand By You that can listen into what's happening and decide what the course of action is. Whether they come around, knock on the door and disrupt the situation before violence occurs and get the person out or get safety in. Or of course, if things are getting a bit out of hand, escalate to police straight away with SMS and location information getting through so we can get services to them. The reality is that these shields are doing great things around Australia with over 2,000 of them deployed to women and families all over the country. But the reality of it all is that the tap doesn't turn off. Violence is occurring every day, and currently Stand By You has a waiting list of 95 women and children, families that are living in isolation and fear of violence that are waiting for one of these to help them. They're not cheap, and Stand By You are doing a fantastic operation to work with philanthropic and support and grants and of course business communities to help them get these into families that need, but we need a little bit extra push. With 95 families needing one of these, the beauty of it is that the women and children, they don't pay a cent. People should not be, in Chris's word, people should not be paying for their safety. So my call to action is, how can we collectively make safe this Christmas? Let's create safety, let's create connection, and let's bring shields to these 95 families that are needing help. All the information is below. One of these for 12 months worth of activation and protection is $1,200. So chip in what you can or sponsor a whole one on your own. There's even heaps of info in the comments below about how you can engage your business with Stand By You if you're in a position to give a little bit more. I know it's tight. We're all a bit tight right now. Cost of living's gone up. It's silly season. We're spending money on lots of things. But what can we do as a business community in particular to support something like Stand By You and get these shields into the hands of women and children around Australia? So please join with me to make this happen. See what we can create in the lead up to Christmas. It takes 1 hour to deploy one of these into the hands of someone that needs it. It's easy, it's scalable, and it's Australia-wide. So let's work together and see what we can tip over. I'm absolutely grateful for your support. I know Stand By You are grateful for your support, and so are the women and families out there that you get to send one of these to. Have a great, safe Christmas, and enjoy me creating some impact along the way. Thanks so much.